Hi guys. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Bit of a stomach pain because I managed to eat something wrong, but for the rest, all good. How are you guys? And just doing some material work. Stuff that you guys do not often see me do is using ZBrush along with my procedural material workflows. But I'm working on some routes and they are way too annoying to make it photogrammetry quality inside of Designer, fully procedural. So just gonna sculpt them, get them into Designer. Should be good. Think I want to have something here. Let's see. Whoa. The damn standard is awesome if you just want to do like some quick deformation stuff. If you ever find yourself needing to make like wood or something inside of ZBrush, easy ways to just use like a photogrammetry alpha for like the noise, and for the rest just use a trim dynamic with a square alpha along with the damn standard, and you can get some pretty cool stuff. So I'm just trying to like refine my workflow a bit. But it's pretty fun. Like from a distance it looks fairly convincing, although it's a little bit too strong right now. And I forgot to turn on my layers, so I kind of like need to fade it out again. Using ZBrush with a mouse will not give you a good time. It's possible, but yeah, you cannot. You will be much slower and not very accurate. So I do recommend, even if you have like a very cheap tablet, nowadays you can get tablets for like pretty okay-ish tablets for like 30 bucks or something, probably less. So it is possible, but it's less easy. These shapes are simply too difficult to do in Designer. Well, I can do them in Designer, but it would take me vastly longer. So instead, they will be sort of procedural. The actual shapes will not change, but the position of them I can just control in Designer. So as you can see, I got like a bunch of shapes over here. And what I'm going to do is I will export every single one as like an individual height map and then scatter them around inside of Designer. And you will get hopefully something like this later on. So you get like these really, like these roots that are kind of just sitting everywhere. So if I fall still, I'm just reading chat. Oh, Deckdot. I think I actually saw that one popping up on my emails. Did you buy it in like the last few minutes or something? Because I saw someone buying specifically that one with the grunge maps. If so, thank you. Always appreciate it. That kind of stuff keeps me going so that I can keep making tutorials. But we got some really cool stuff releasing in the near future, so... Although it will not be about environment art. Yeah, I'm keeping these routes very simple, so there's not a lot of technical knowledge around it. I'm just like messing around. If you ever want to create like routes or branches or something like that, they're often quite easy as long as you combine them with an alpha. And if you keep it like your directionality, it's good to just have like a little bit of a direction going in it. Like that. A nice deck dot. I hope that you of course like the course. People seem to like it, so if you like it, please leave a review. That will help me out. Oh, that makes me sound so much like a YouTuber or something. Like and subscribe and stuff like that. But no, really, like reviews are everything on ArtStation. So if you guys have a course and you like it, please let it be known. Face-weighted normals in Maya are pretty annoying. You can, for a lot of props, you can get away with just like the default smoothing. So just doing bevels with normal smoothing. But there are free scripts out there on Gumroad. So if you just go to Gumroad and just type in like Maya weighted normal script, you can get free scripts that kind of do the same stuff that is already built into Max and Blender. I don't really know why they don't just build in a proper method. Maybe they are working on it, or... It's a bit strange because Max has it. Max has a modifier that literally does the weighted normals. Blender also has it, so Maya's kind of lacking behind with that, unfortunately. Let's see, I'm just checking my reference here. I guess... Oh no, I need to be careful because I cannot have like... I want to kind of like have really big details like this. But I can't really do that because then it will be too noticeable when I start repeating it. Let me... 1 second, Billy. I will just like... Go away. Bit defender. I will quickly check which one I use for Maya. And send it to you guys in case more people have problems. I think this one. Yeah, I'll post it in chat. This is the one that I use. Completely free. If you want to have a proper weighted normal strip in Maya. Only thing is that it is not completely automatic. You still need to select your faces. And then you need to kind of like work on it. But I feel like that one worked the best out of everything that I've tried. Yeah, let's just undo that quickly. I need a layer for this, so it becomes a bit messy. Yeah, that's the one I used for the interior course. Hey, TD. And don't call me master. That sounds so weird. Just a random artist. That's it. Yeah, I've been busy. So, and the thing about live, I'm not good at like staying live for a long time because I often take a lot of small breaks instead of one long break. So after an hour, I just want to like take a 5-minute break, come back, and I know it doesn't really work well with live streams at least. Oh yeah, 3ds Max is my favorite program to use of all time. But because no one here seems to really like it, or at least not the vast majority, I cannot really make a lot of tutorials in it, because then I will not be able to pay my rent, unfortunately. That's the reality by now. That's how little, or how little? That's how few people use 3ds Max. That if I make tutorials only in 3ds Max, I just wouldn't be able to actually sell them. Which would really suck, because then it would instantly mean that I can never make tutorials anymore. Okay, next one. 2 more? 3 more to go. What am I going to do with this one? Let's pinch it a bit. But now I miss using 3ds Max. I probably have netted at least like 10,000 hours in it. 7,000. Just like a rough guess over the years. So it's definitely like the thing I'm most familiar with. I might use it. I want to make a prop study later on like doing really realistic modeling and texturing for props, just as like practice. So I think I will be using 3ds Max for all time's sake. Yeah, that will be fun. I just made it up, but I'm going to do that. That will be cool. Yeah, thanks, Michael. Also, let me know if the music is like too loud or too soft or something like that. It's very difficult for me to actually know what you guys are hearing. NEM6. Well, I have almost every tutorial, every environment tutorial shows how to use Substance Designer. Using the height map in Unreal, I don't think I have any anymore because Unreal Engine 5 doesn't have that functionality anymore. So, but in Unreal Engine 4, you have a lot of tutorials on how to actually set it up. But if you look on my channel, I do have a material tutorial if you want to know how to actually create the materials. And then all you need to do is import them into Unreal and just have a quick YouTube tutorial on how to like add some tessellation to it. So it shouldn't be too difficult. And it is good practice if you learn how to try and find your answer from multiple different sources. Which is also a really cheap way for me saying that I don't have the tutorial. Yeah, Bert. Creating some roots, and that's about the extent for this material inside of ZBrush. And then just capturing the height map from it and scattering it around inside of Designer. Because doing this type of quality procedurally inside of Designer, it would take me many more hours to just get even close. So it's much easier for me to just make them in here. I would probably only do this kind of stuff in Designer if I, for some reason, want to prove myself that I can do it. But for logical production, you would not really bother. I guess that should work. Oh, this is a really small one. Oh, really, NAM6. Thanks. Those tutorials actually have not been doing very well. Oh no, wait, you're talking about the one from Flip Normals. I don't know how well that one is doing. I didn't hear a lot of feedback on it, so I guess that's it's not too popular, but I don't know. Oh no, Billy, I didn't see that. What did they use before? Did they use an in-house engine or did they always use Unreal Engine? I wonder. Okay. That's interesting. That must be a massive switch if they go from their custom engine to Unreal Engine 5. Because you basically lose all of the tools you ever developed. At least all of the engine tools. So that must be a really big switch. Okay, last one. Let's do this. Yeah, it's cool. It's too bad of Cyberpunk. Like, it could have become something really big, but oh well. I still haven't played it because I just didn't want to play it when it's like that. I want to buy a PS5 so that I can play the latest games on there, but unless I want to pay double the price, it's not happening. At least not where I live. This looks like a finger. Something a bit weird, but okay. Bit of an awkward location. Yeah, I wonder what the future will hold, because I do really like Unreal Engine, but they do start to get like a slight market domination. Because what else do we have? We have Unity Engine, which is just very different, and you never hear from CryEngine or Lumberjack or whatever it is called anymore. So we'll see. Also, sorry if I reply late. It's hard to concentrate on sculpting while also reading chat. No, Luke. Sorry, the stream will once again be a one-off because part of this material will be turned into a tutorial. Sec. There. I got distracted. Where was I? Yeah, I was like fixing this stuff. I guess that can work. It needs something interesting. Not that. Maybe like over here it can have some. Oh god, my cat is doing something really dangerous right now. I completely lost track of the chat because I'm watching my cat so that she doesn't hurt herself. Yeah, sort of bird, I guess, in a way. It's mostly like if the thing with tutorials, if I need to make a prototype beforehand and then need to create the entire thing again, it's just a little bit boring. So it's nice that I just have people to talk to while creating the prototype. Okay, I do not like any of this actually. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. I do like that one. And I kind of messed up because I forgot to do my alphas first. Hopefully it will still work. Oh yeah, that works. I really remember this looking better when I created it in the first place, but it is not looking very good now. Okay, yeah, that should do the trick. Nice. So I can get rid of my drawing tablet. Save my scene and time to capture some height maps. From which I don't know yet how I'm going to do that. Maybe I can just do this. Oh yeah, that does kind of work. Although it is very close to the edge. I need to... what do I need to do? Resolution. I need to get higher resolution. So, just gonna close this. Be open. One of the rare instances where you can see my desktop, because I always hide it when making tutorials. 4096. There we go, nice and big. Seems to work pretty well. Nice. This is going suspiciously well. Normally I always run into problems when I try to combine the ZBrush with actual material work. But maybe those problems will come. Who knows? I like this one. It's a good one. Okay, nice. So, designer. I need to first of all create the terrain now. Which is going to be a little bit more interesting to create, so let's do some procedural work. On a live stream without me knowing yet how I'm going to do it, but that's the fun of it. Just trying to steal a previous material render to use. I think I can use this. It's just like a quick preview. Okay. I want to create a ground that is not too flat, has some height, and that has a lot of like little bits and pieces in it. So let's first of all create big shapes, and then we can just scatter around a ton of like really small bits, pieces here and there. Maybe use some random branches and everything from some other place. I can see like some little piece of bark, I think. I have been in the industry for 7-ish years. I have worked for Playground Games, I've worked for Ubisoft, and I've been a freelance artist where I have clients like MSI, Nvidia, ArtStation, Team Liquid, which is like a esports company, and some TV programs, a bunch of that kind of random stuff. And right now I'm just thinking, so there's not a lot of interesting stuff to see on my screen because I'm just thinking of how I can properly create exactly what I want. I want to get something that has like a little bit of depth with it. If only I can sort of like create those shapes. How can I create those shapes? There was this node where you can turn something into 3D, right? Shape extruder maybe? Whoa. Okay. Certainly is interesting, but probably not what I'm looking for. Also, guys, believe it or not, but I'm not really that special of an artist. Like, I see people in ArtStation that are so insanely good, so it doesn't matter how good you get, there's always people better. I would say that I'm a pretty average artist who just happens to have a bit of a bigger knowledge base, just because it is my job to know a lot of programs. But for the rest, in terms of like making the actual art, the quality of the art, I'm not really that good. I'm going to grab a ambient occlusion. Nah, that's also not going to work. Bevel, maybe? I'm now just trying to figure. I actually don't want to work on God of War. It's not really my style, and also I probably wouldn't be good enough, but I don't know. It's just not something that I would like to work on. Naughty Dog, however, The Last of Us, Uncharted, yeah, sign me up. That kind of stuff would be great. Only I need a visa to properly go to the US. Hmm. Oh, I think I'm onto something. Because I want to create like some kind of like a slope. You can kind of see it here. I got like an example of like an ambient occlusion from a photo scan. And you can kind of see like it has like these slopes here and there. They're very subtle. And then they have like the bark and everything going around it. But I want to see if I can add some depth to this to create like the slope. No, the height extrude really isn't doing it for me today. Oh no, wait, there. There we go. That's more what I was looking for, but it's most likely no longer tileable, is it? Nope, it's not. Can I make it tileable? Sort of. Not exactly, but... Oh, hey, Carl. But I guess I can make it partly tileable. That sucks. You would think there would be like a height extrude that they can still... Really, no settings for this. That's interesting. Okay, so if that one doesn't work, maybe now the ambient occlusion works. That's the thing with live streaming substance. It's just a lot of trying out, so it's never really like the most interesting stuff. There is this note that I want to get. Hmm. Oh, that's funny. But not what I'm looking for. This is annoying. Why aren't you working? Wow, that looks bad. But that's fixable. I'm mostly focused at trying to get like some kind of a gradient left over. But I want to make this stuff black. Oh man, this is not going well. I'm just gonna throw in some noises. I think that after that it will be fine. Oh, but Carl, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to get some kind of a slope that has like these pinches and everything, but it's just giving me like some random problems and a lot of mess. I can try like a, maybe, now I'm talking about it, maybe like a height blend. What if I do U and a uniform color for now? The bottom. It's literally doing nothing. That's interesting. Kinda expected it to do something. Oh yeah, now, there we go. Okay, so this will give me a little bit of control. So let's leave this to the side and then first of all just start messing up this shape a little bit more. So we got this one. Let's start with a non-uniform blur grayscale. And after that I'm going to add... no, this might actually be enough. Noises. Let's do like a clouds 2 or something. Oh wait, this is a non-uniform direction warp. Oh yeah, wait, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. No, what the hell am I doing? How did I forgot the name of a node that I've literally used hundreds of times? Multi-directional warp. Damn. I'm getting tired, I think. Okay. It still has like this layer, but I assume that's that layer I can kind of like get rid of later on. For now, I just want to get like some kind of like a breakup going on. So we got this one. Let's break this up. Multi-direction warp. A little bit more using just like something simpler. I don't know, Berlin noise maybe. There we go. Now we are starting to really mess around with this thing and getting something a little bit more rougher out. Almost, almost. There we go. Fixed. Do I have any plans on releasing courses using a Houdini for a procedural environment? I do have these plans, yes, but it is quite difficult to find Houdini artists because I cannot do it myself since I don't know Houdini. And it's quite difficult to find the correct Houdini artist who has time, who also speaks fluent English, and also is able to properly create tutorials, because not everyone can just create tutorials. So that's where the tricky one is. Okay, so we got all of this stuff over here. And then I'm blending this together. Soften it out. I don't know, do I want to blend it together? I think I just want to not have it as high. Let's actually just throw this into like Unreal for or Unreal Marmoset for now. Oh hey, they changed the node. They removed CPU optimization. I hope that that one is still built in. So that must be in the from the new update. Ah, this looks so weird as a height map. I'm used to height maps being black and white. But we'll see. Oops, something is going wrong on my other screen. There we go. I have a feeling this is not going to look very good yet, but hopefully it gives me a glimpse of what I'm looking for. So we have a height map, normal. Oh, damn. Let's try it again. There we go. Height, normal. And AO map. Scale of 2. Okay, yeah, so the effect is really strong. But it does show the slopes the way that I want to. It's just like it's a really strong effect. So, because this needs to be very subtle. Like all of those slopes over here, they are going to be filled in with leaves, with branches, with like pine needles. So there's going to be like a lot of depth in it. But right now, I need to figure out a way to tone those slopes down a little bit. Whereabouts would I do that? I almost want to have like another non-uniform blur in between here. Maybe that will do something. That could work. Let's try that out. Oh, that is really soft. Let's set my blades up. Okay, so yeah, it does now give me control over how soft I want these slopes to be. So that's pretty good, having that control. Why do you create a height map in Substance Designer if we can't use it in Unreal Engine? And the problem, you can use a height map in Unreal Engine in multiple ways. You can use parallax occlusion mapping. Also, the height map functionality is going to be added back into Unreal Engine 5. You can use it in Unreal Engine 4. And the most important one is I'm never going to use this material in Unreal Engine. So, so those are a few facts. But I think in like the latest preview, so preview number 2 has come out of for Unreal Engine, and it has like, I think it has added tessellation back or something like that. But I've never tried it before. But yeah, the main reason right now is I'm literally not going to be using it in Unreal Engine. Okay, so does it look too busy? Yeah, it does. It does look a little bit too busy, so I think I want to like try out a few different shapes. That one's even worse. 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 Come on, give me... Oh, actually, this one looks a bit interesting. Except for those holes, it probably creates those somewhere along the lines. Anything else? Come on, give me something. Gonna open up this painter in the meantime. This one has too much of a high ground. But I believe that if I invert it, it will still look... Yeah, it doesn't matter if I invert it. I'm gonna try out a few different maps. And a cool trick is that you can always go to Substance Painter because they have way more grunge maps. Even though they are a little bit less optimized, it doesn't really matter. As long as I can just see if I can maybe find something in here. Let's try this one. Oh wait, hey, I actually made this one, I think. Oh yeah, I did. That's funny. Hey MD. 50-50 personal project. Right now it is a personal project, but will most likely be turned into a tutorial. Wow, that is a really messy effect. Oh wait, it's because it's the wrong bitmap. 16. Really, you don't care about going to 16? Fine, then. Like at this point, just... I don't know. How does this look? Too flat. Bummer. Anything else? And else I'm going to stick with the one that I found. Because that one, it was okay. Not the best, but if I cannot find anything else, which I cannot, then I'm just gonna stick with this one. And I'll just see how it will go. Yeah, so I guess I will just like make the intensity a little bit lower. Bit worried how I'm going to do the branches on top of this. Yeah, I don't think I will be able to properly place the branches on top of this. So let's just import those first and see if we can do something with that. Come on, import. Yeah, I'm afraid I need to make my ground. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually scrap pretty much almost everything I've just done. Because I think it's better if I build my ground around my branches over here. And use those for the slopes. So I will still use part of this, but I think that is a safer bet. Now, one of the shitty things is that the shape splatterer does not allow, or allows overlapping, I believe. So we can try this one. The tile random does not allow overlapping, but it does not exactly work very well, so... Oh wow, it doesn't even allow more than one input. Okay, let's just try this shape splatterer. Oh no! Can it not handle more than 8? Oh, that sucks. That means that I need to get rid of one. Yeah, this last one is way too cool to get rid of. So I'm going to get rid of this one. This could almost be like really small branches also. Even though for me they are going to become like the really large ones. Yeah, I was afraid of that. That they will just basically completely map out. Oh, I'm too tired for this. Does anyone know a way to splatter around shapes without having them overlap, but still have them very close together? Because I kind of forgot. I know there are ways to do it. I know a really messy way to do it, which I'm not in the mood for. I want to try and get it like... You would think that there would be like a better way for this. Z scatter node. What's the actual node called? Because we only have splatter nodes, so I can't remember there being a node called scatter. Oh wait, you're talking about ZBrush. But I'm talking about Designer. I want to do this specifically in Designer. Because I want to have control over over like random positions. Yeah, I don't want to do it in ZBrush. Wait, maybe I can use the splatter data to kind of like... flood fill to... Flood fill mapper? No, not the flood fill mapper. Okay, so I am able to... I'm thinking of doing like... I'm trying to think of like the same system as that I use in SpeedTree actually. Where I basically have a lot of meshes, but because I have a collision detection system, it will just take out meshes whenever they intersect. But I don't believe that in Substance, so I now have control over like every single shape. I can select every single shape, stuff like that. But now I need to think of a way to actually detect if one shape is intersecting with another one. And I've honestly never done that before, so I don't know out the top of my head how to do that. This is a tricky one. But this is why I'm making the prototype, because it's just me trying out different stuff. To see what works and what does not. I guess I can manually take them out, but that would be such a hassle to do. Like by this point I can just select them. I should be able to do like a color to mask or something like that. And then I can like, for example, say, okay, I want to opt out this one. Here we go. And let's see, so if I then do like a blend, and I just say, oh wait, I need to grab like this one. And then just go like subtract. Didn't expect that, to be honest. Oh wait, my entire height is just completely broken. Probably because of the scaling. Okay, that's better. Ah, damn. I don't think I can do this, because it is cutting along other meshes. So even if I can select the meshes and I can just say like which one I want to opt out, it would be no good. I need to like opt it out in this level. Let's see, a vector map. Maybe I can do something with that. Pattern distribution, I guess I can work with that, but that makes it less procedural. So let's try a few things. Let's start with probably like a Perlin noise first. Sorry if this is boring to look at. Or yeah, for the people that are watching. It's just one of those things that I have no idea what I'm going to do yet, so I just need to kind of like mess around. And at one point I find like a little bit of like a glimpse of something that I can use, and then I can just build upon that. That's mostly how it goes within Designer. So the vector map does add some more organized rotations, which is pretty nice. And now if I'm a little bit worried, so if I add a bitmap, I'm a bit worried that as soon as I paint something out, just another one will pop up. But let's see. Branch mask. I think this is how many substance artists, like the first time they need to do something, it will be very messy. And then once they know, they will be able to do it. Now, I personally have never done shapes this specifically, and that I need to literally make sure that they do not overlap, because I normally always am able to do like some kind of overlapping, or the shapes are very symmetrical, which means that I can just avoid it. But because this is an organic texture are always a pain to work with. So that's why it is looking like this. I should have made this one white. I'm just gonna quickly do that. Seriously, that's not the one that I meant. Why are there bolts on everything? Huh? Let me try that again. Because I'm not used to seeing that. So I throw it in here. I set my wrong one. I'm throwing it in here. And now technically, if I paint in here, say black color, I hope that I don't... Okay, this time I'm not getting those weird things. Okay, so let's see. Let's say that I want to get rid of this one. I click on it once. No? Twice? Come on, dude. Okay, there we go. So, although it is not completely procedural, I am able to basically just fairly quickly control which one I want to get rid of. Sometimes overlapping could be fine. It's like a more of like a case-by-case basis. But I guess this does work. Yeah, I guess it does work pretty decently. I just need to see how that overlapping looks in like the final result. Oops. So you know that. Let's get a drink. Yeah, okay, so branches here, a little bit here. The only thing is that every time I want to swap this one around, I will need to redo this entire thing. But for the rest, it shows a height. Does it actually work? Looks promising. Yeah, that looks pretty promising actually. For some reason it's really slow, which is strange because the milliseconds are looking fine. So I'm just gonna temporarily just throw this one in here. Just to test out only my branches. Okay. Yeah, they blend in actually quite well. So we need to be like a little bit lower, but I can see this working. Yeah, I can see this working. Just that I don't really like the position right now. So I'm just first going to like try out different positions. And I will take it from there. This one. Yeah, this is the one. Oh, hey, Rufino. Technical artist. Are you any good? Because then we could work together. Because I'm actually looking for a technical artist, but I'm looking mostly for like a senior technical artist. Or like a lead. Or maybe even art director. Just someone really high up the food chain. Really? Wow, that's way up the food chain. One second. How are you with creating like environment art tools using Houdini and Unreal Blueprints? Because I'm mostly looking for someone if they're interested to create a tutorial course and also to create some custom tools, including a building generator in Unreal, some placement tools, some spline tools, stuff like that. So it's for like a future project. So I'm just looking around. But if it is for a tutorial, I do need someone that has like vast amounts of experience and also is fluent in English and everything. But even if that's not the case. Okay. Okay, so Houdini. Do you know... I don't know a lot about Unreal Blueprints. Do you know if it is possible to like create entire building generators and everything using Unreal Blueprints? Or would that be very inefficient compared to, for example, using Houdini? Because I see most people using Houdini for it. Yeah? And I mean like a high level, like full on being able to place down splines to procedurally generate buildings and being able to just enter your static meshes that have defined metrics and everything. Because that's what I'm wondering. Like, because at Ubisoft I used to have this amazing building tool where you can basically place down a spline, you enter your meshes which all have like standardized metrics, and then you can basically, it will populate the entire spline with like a ground floor and like a second floor and a third floor. And then on top of that, you can then later on go in and just swap out whatever mesh you want with, for example, a different door and stuff like that. Yeah, if you guys want, I can give you a look behind the scenes in like the brief. 1 second. I just need to make sure that it doesn't show any confidential data. So this is like the tutorial I had in mind, but I need to have like someone very specific for it. Creating easy spline-based tools, for example, one that allows you to place multiple objects along a spline and control spacing, scale and rotation. That one is easy. A randomization tool, also very easy, that allows you to cycle between different objects with the click of a button and also maybe randomize colors. And then an easy to use modular building tool. This one will be the most complex tool in the course, but also the main topics of the course. And then if we go in here, it will have the ability to draw out buildings using a spline and always have it as a closed loop. Ability to easily insert multiple pieces. They will all have standardized metrics. However, the modular pieces are able to scale a bit to fit within the spline. For most people, this is like super specific to people who know what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay, so way more efficient using Houdini. So that's probably why they would use it. Ability to easily select individual modular pieces and replace them. Ability to add a roof spline on top of it. Ability to add trims using specific locations. So yeah, like, it is really specific what I want with this stuff. And also the most important thing, which I hate when people do that, is they hide away all of the meshes and materials inside of the blueprint. And that's so annoying, because I sometimes just want to swap it out for like a custom thing. Okay, fair enough. So that's probably why a lot of people use Houdini for this kind of stuff. Yeah, like I wish this kind of stuff goes into like Unreal natively, but for now it does not. But I will give you a follow on ArtStation, Rufino. I don't know if you have Discord, but if you have, feel free to share it, and then maybe we can talk. See if we can ever work together. If you, of course, are interested and have free time. Because to my experience, art directors are often the most busy ones. Okay. And now I just completely got sidetracked by what I was doing. Oh yeah, if you can find someone, that's also good. So outside of their technical knowledge, my only requirement is that they speak fluent English and that they have a pretty good accent. Like beyond that point, I can pretty much do a bunch of stuff, or I can pretty much guide them through a bunch of stuff. But all the technical artists that I know, they all seem to be busy, so it's really tricky to find a technical artist. They are quite a rare breed, so to speak. Well, everyone from Ubisoft that I know that uses Houdini, I already spoke to. But unfortunately, they just don't have the time for it. When I knew them, they were all intermediates and they were all seniors, but nowadays they are all art directors and leads and everything, so then it just takes up so much time. Thanks, I'll art you. You know what, this is not too bad for a first try on branches. Mask is a little bit strong, but for the rest, yeah, I can work with this actually. I can work with this. So if I use these as like a base. Hey, Spaceman. Sorry, I think I must have missed that. But, yeah, huge assets. Yeah, that is one that is also on the list. But by this point, like, I have so many tutorials I want to create. So I'm first of all getting, like, the most important out of the way. Right now, what is on the schedule first is a stylized environment tutorial, a lighting tutorial, a Unreal Engine tools tutorial, and we will, before end of April, we will actually be releasing what hopefully will be the best character art tutorial that is currently on any marketplace. So that one is the big one. I can see some people here already know each other. That's always fun. Just coming across people that you knew from a long time ago. Okay, so I got this stuff. Maybe I can just like steal. Okay, this is definitely not working. Okay. Yeah, like for ships, model-wise, it's just like creating any other model. Of course, make sure that you add enough polygons for its size. But textures will most likely be a combination of tileable materials along with masks inside of like a game engine. So I think that's why there aren't too many tutorials, because that's pretty much just a general gist of it. Oh, that is the wrong way. I need... There we go, that's the one I need. Well, it is true. On the one hand, the game industry is very large, but on the other hand, when you get to a specific level, like everyone moves companies so often that you just kind of recognize them. I've had it before that like I worked at with people at Playground, and then I didn't see them. Then I moved to Ubisoft, and like 2 years later, they all of a sudden just come to Ubisoft, and it's like, hey, I know you. That's fun. Let's see. Ooh, that looks very heavy, but maybe it can work a bit. At what point? Okay, it's doing something at this point. Still missing. It's like it's missing pieces. You can close. Oh yeah, here it has like... It has some ghost pieces. Or not? Oh, it's because of that. Yeah, Spaceman, I will add it to my list. 1 second. I'm doing that right now. Okay. It is on my list. Right now the priority will only be around medium. Medium to low. But hopefully at one point I will get to it. Come on, load. Why is my PC so slow? Something is killing my PC. I don't know what it is, but... Oh no. It's my disk. I think my disk is for some reason... Why are you at 100%? Am I backing up? Oh, it's because it's running an automatic backup in the background. Probably. Yeah, I think that's it. That's what causing this. Oops. Let's temporarily turn it off. Okay, hopefully that will go a little bit faster. Oh yeah, I go around. If you guys listen closely, you will hear my voice in more ways or in more places than you would think. Because I don't really advertise everything I work on my Discord and everything. This is really sharp. I feel like I'm having like a... From L16, let's stick you to L16. Am I crashing? Ooh, let's quickly save because... Yeah, so you are 16 bits. I know that the blending mode is different, but that should not matter. So going from 16 bits, that should give me a slightly better effect. And now I need to wait. And I will probably regret pressing this. Huh. Even at 24 million polys, like, it's not super visible, but it does. It has some spikiness going on. So I need to blur that out. Wait, I know a way. I know how I can blur this out actually. If I go in here and add a blur high quality grayscale. Like this. Blend these two together. It's an old school trick, but hopefully it will work. With an edge detect. And then basically what you want to do is you want to make the edge detect quite thin, and then if you blur the hell out of this, what it will do is it will blur out the edges, but it will keep all of the sharp details in the center of the object. So if I now go in and... There we go. So technically, that should now give me here sharp non-map details, and I don't know, the edge is still looking a little bit soft, but that might just be because of our flow over here, so I can play around with that. Maybe it's better if I blur it after. So I need this one here. And then I add a blend. Let me have a quick reset. So I only need this one. There we go, see? Nice. That should fix those hard edges, which means that over here, if I turn this on and off, okay, a little bit more, but general idea is there. It's getting somewhere. Let's do 0.5 without blurring. Okay, a bit too much, 0.4. Edge detect 1.5. Not too much, 1.3. Yikes. Oh, 0.4. Not 40. It's not perfect yet, but we will get there. I think this is already like a solid base. Like, it's starting to very slowly look already a bit like a forest floor. Now imagine just having like a bunch of stuff thrown on it. Like leaves and branches and like pine needles and all that kind of stuff. That I think that will look quite nice. So pretty productive evening. And someone else is joining in that also knows them. However, I'm getting pretty tired, so I'm slowly going to like fade out this live stream and end it in a couple minutes, probably. Damn. I removed something I was not supposed to remove. Come on, Undo. Please, Undo. Yes, thank you. Phew. I was not supposed to remove that. Oh, nice, Rufino. Was it the one that was like dedicated to materials? Like the ultimate material course? I'm actually planning to make a follow-up on it that is much more advanced and mostly focusing towards like photogrammetry and everything. But that one takes a really long time to make. Oh wow, Japanese alley. Oh dude, that's really old. That's almost embarrassing old. so old is it. I made that years ago. I thought you were talking... Wait, I'll send you in case you don't know. The one that I mean. Because if you liked the Japanese alley, you will love this one. Because this one is on a whole different level. There you go. How many people here actually followed my tutorials from Victory 3D? Because know that I'm not Victory 3D. Like, I made the tutorials for them. But for the people, I don't know how many people are new here. So if you ever see Fast Track tutorials in like the publisher name, that's totally me. Like, that's 100% me. Then you would be buying from me directly. Yeah, I also want to make like a Japanese style tutorial at one point. I already got a good idea for it, but right now I still have other ones to do. I don't know how... It must have been really long ago since I... It says posted last year, but trust me, it's like early last year, so 2 years ago. Although, really? Oh, no, wait, no, this is way longer ago. I only posted it back then. I don't know how old this one is. 2019. Beginning, yeah, the beginning of 2019. At least that's what it says updated, so... Almost 3 years ago. Oh, 2018 even. Damn. I'm kinda embarrassed how bad my tutorials were back then. Because like the audio was pretty shit and I didn't put in like a massive amount of work into them compared to what I do now. Just because I didn't have the time. Hey Warrior. Next tutorial release will hopefully be next week. And it will be about creating an asset 100% using ZBrush and Substance Painter. I don't know if I have a picture for the people. Yeah, so here. This is... You will learn how to make this in the next tutorial. And here are some nice renders. So that's what the next tutorial will be about. And it's one of the few times that I'm not the one creating the tutorial. But the person that is creating these is really good. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then a month later, hopefully, there will be character tutorials. Which are really new to my channel. No, right now you can only buy my tutorials via ArtStation, Gumroad or Flip Normals. However, if you are in a country where you can get PayPal, you can just sign up for a PayPal account and then then you can connect your bank. So then you can pretty much pay in almost every country. There are a few countries that do not allow PayPal, but most countries do. So I recommend using PayPal in that case. That's what I always do. The new environment tutorial, I don't know. There will not be a new environment tutorial for the next at least 1.5-2 months. Probably. Unless it is a very small one, but right now I'm only planning very large courses. Oh no, it doesn't take me a year to create a tutorial. Don't forget I do this stuff full time, so I do often have time, but there's a lot of other stuff that I also need to do. Yeah, okay, this is not working. I need to find a better way. Oh wait, I know a better way. Just gonna throw this into the normal. Should I? No, I do not want to do that. This one is tricky. This is again, like, this is not the easiest material, definitely, to work on. And to actually keep everything procedural. Never mind, I'm going to scrap this entire idea. Because it's just not working the way I want to. Okay, everyone. It has been about 2 hours, so I think that's long enough. I'm going to take a break because it's 9 p.m. here. So thanks for watching. I will see you all some other time. And make sure to come hang out in our Discord. The link to that is into the description. So I'll talk to y'all later.